Weekend game plan with Matthew Ross. We're here until 9 o'clock, 8:05 Habs breakfast coming up. Aruni Siv of Habs Eye on the Prize and Amanda Stein of TSN 690 will join us for a roundtable Habs breakfast discussion. But up now, we'll welcome back to the program every Saturday at 7:50. It's the Amateur Youth Sports Report. 24 hours from now, it'll be the College Sports Report with Mo Khan of TSN 690. But right now, let's bring in the sports editor of the Suburban newspaper, thesuburban.com. It's Mr. Mark Lidbetter. Hey, Mark, how you doing?
Not bad, Matthew. Good morning. Happy Thanksgiving weekend.
Thank you. You too. Now, lots to get to, Mark. Rapid fire. I want to get to everything on your report, so let's get to it. We'll start with some golf.
Golf Quebec last week, they hosted their third annual bursaries, which they do in conjunction with the Quebec Foundation for Athletic Excellence. Great organization. They work with a lot of groups, to help generate the money. And Golf Quebec last week at Laval-sur-le-Lac gave out $73,000 to 20 promising young golfers who are also, great students as well.
Very nice. Very nice.
And, this is something that their president of Golf Quebec, Marcel Paul Rameau, said that the bursary recipients are standouts. They're both on the course and in the classroom. They work hard every day to do the best that they can at both. Now, among the boys and girls, there was a lot of local talent, but in particular on the boys' side, you had a quartet of golfers out of Beaconsfield who all attend Collège de Montréal. You had Thomas Stafford, Christopher Vandette, Logan Boucher, and Remy Chartier, who all received bursaries. Now, bursaries. So, that's something, spectacular when you think of it. 4 from one community and 4 all at the same school. So they got to have a great program there at Collège de Montréal.
Now, tell me about this Verdun event, Mark, related to football.
Ever. Yeah, the best game ever. This is something that the Verdun Ticats organization started a few seasons ago. And, for a real fun day tomorrow at Arthur Terrien Park in Verdun, they've got, starting at 9 a.m., they've got 4 games running from the littlest guys, the Titans. They move into the Adams. Then they have the Mosquitoes and Pee-wees playing. And what they do is they make it like a complete pro football experience, with the player introductions. They've got the cheerleaders going. They got the barbecue fired up. There's going to be some prize drawings. And they're going to have the Boucherville Grizzlies in for a pair of games. They're going to have the St. Bruno Barons come in and the Laval Dragons. But, it's just great for the kids because it just gives them all that special feeling and really makes it a fun day for them, which is all amateur sports is about.
Why is Lethbridge, Alberta relevant this week in your report?
Well, you've got the U16 Saint Laurent boys and the defending Canadian champion U16 Lakeshore girls taking part in the Canadian Club Championships out there, and they got underway last
Well, hold on.
Wednesday.
You got to mention the sport.
Yeah, in soccer.
All right.
And they got underway on Wednesday. Saint Laurent's in a little bit tough because they've opened with a pair of ties. They started with a 0-0 draw against Manitoba, and they went on against Ontario, who's always tough, for a 1-1 tie. Now, today they close out the preliminaries starting at 10 a.m. Alberta time, and they're going to be taking on PEI, so that'll move them into the seeding round. Now, on the other hand, the Lakeshore girls, they're in pretty good to defend their title. They opened up with a 7-0 win over New Brunswick, and then they had a 4-0 win over Newfoundland, putting them at the top of their pool, Group A. So today they start in the seeding phase, and at 10:30 Alberta time this morning, they're going to be taking on Alberta to try and continue their march to being Canadian champions again.
That's awesome. Now, Mark, keep us up to date with that, because perhaps if they can win this thing, maybe we'll have them in studio or something like that in the near future. So that's really, really cool. Yeah. Over on the Quebec Junior AAA hockey side.
Yeah, that is last night there was a local rivalry, and this is one of those hidden hockey gems that people don't realize. You've got the Ligue du Québec Junior Hockey AAA, with a lot of local teams. And last night, the Montreal East Rangers hosted the St. Leonard Arctic at their rink, and it was a real tight contest. As a matter of fact, it was in the last 15 seconds of play that the Arctic de St. Leonard came away with the win, 4-3 over the Rangers. And it's great hockey. You've got a team in Valleyfield. You've got a team out in St. Lazare Vaudreuil with the Stallions. And there's just so much hockey talent when kids get to a certain age. You hate to see them not be able to play. And when they have leagues like this, it's a great place to go and see some really high caliber hockey still.
Yep, absolutely. Speaking of hockey, a couple of Olympians recognized.
Yes, sir. Lac St. Louis have this year taken an honor to recognize a couple of former alumni players. You have Corey Crawford from Chateauguay, and you have Mark-Edward Vlasic from the Lakeshore organization. This year, the Junior A League will be the Crawford League, and the Junior B Lac St. Louis League will be the Vlasic League. So just a little nice tip of the helmet to the boys for what they're doing up in the pro leagues.
Very, very cool. And then finally, we'll stay on the ice with some ringette.
Yeah, it's really a lot of people sort of scratch their head when they hear about the sport ringette, but this has got to be one of the really fastest games on ice. You've got the National Ringette League, which has started their season, but next Saturday at 6:15 p.m. at the Pierrefonds Sportsplex, you have a great local rivalry with the Montreal Mission. They're going to be taking on the Lac St. Louis Adrenaline. And for people that don't know the sport, now this is a passing sport. You got to pass to leave your zone. You got to pass to go in the zone. And anybody that sees that demarcation line in the end zones, in this sport, once you're in there, you're only allowed 3 players from each. So that creates open ice for a lot of play. And now add in a 30-second shot clock like basketball. So you've just got some really fantastic skills and some fantastic skating going on.
He is Mark Lidbetter, sports editor at thesuburban.com, and, of course, the print newspaper as well throughout the region. Sports at thesuburban.com if you have any items for Mark's report next Saturday at 7:50. Mark, thank you so much as always. Really appreciate it.
My pleasure, and good luck in your draft on Monday.
Thanks so much, Mark.